Mhm. Yo, yo. Just quick update, real quick. Do y'all see this, man? EA is at bottom man. The bottom of the clock. EA is at bottom man. I missed it, man. Word two. Uh, EA literally fell like a bat out of heaven going to hell. Nigga, shit just dropped. Nigga sold off like crazy. Like, bro. And like I said, it was news. I forgot. I low key forgot that unemployment was dropping. For Ozzy this week. So that's the reason why price fell like this. The euro fell against the Australian dollar. Because basically, if you don't know, this means this is the euro dollar versus the Aussie dollar, right? If the euro is going up, I mean it's stronger than the Aussie dollar. The fundamentals are stronger, and vice versa. The fundamentals are weaker. So the news favored the Aussie dollar this week. Unemployment came in probably good. It probably provided more jobs, etc. Unemployment rate was probably lower than before, so they gave Ozzy strength, right? So EA sold like a bat, being exiled from heaven and going to hell. And once again, same thing. So if EA fell like that, a cash shot up like a bat being redeemed from hell, going this way to heaven. So yeah, um, yeah, man. So that trade would have been a success. Uh, just to taking out that low price did take out that low, took out all of this residing losses, right? All these stop losses here, all these LO lows here, and here. And we got this pullback into this fair value gap, and it's starting to sell. So now see how this week is going to end. It's going to be interesting to see how next week starts for sure. We got a fair value gap here on the 1 hour. I'll probably be looking for price to tap back into this gap to probably sell to take out this low. Like I said, man, price can do whatever the freak it wants, man. You will notice people always get their biases, bro, but price can do whatever it wants, bro. Price gonna do whatever it wants. So that's why I said trying to be right, worrying about being right. You're in a sense you're gonna always be right and wrong because you don't know what the market is gonna do. All you can do is analyze, think what you think, and then just react based off what price is doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably gonna take out this low price that I've seen. I've been trading for so long, bro. Price can you can look at this and think, okay, maybe price is gonna sell. Maybe price just wants to take out this low, right? It fails to take out this high, comes around this low, comes down, then push up, or we might be looking to resell again. Because once again, like I said, price didn't close above this, so technically it didn't break structure. Uh, it just kind of it broke structure, but it didn't fully break, right? Because it didn't close above. So it was a weak intrusion against price, right? We invaded. It's like we came to steal, but we only took a little bit. Nigga, we ain't come to take everything, nigga. We ain't had no time for that. You know what I'm saying? Even went to rob the bank. Shit went wrong. Shit went haywire. We only got 100 grand, nigga. We had to leave the rest behind, nigga. And we had to get up out of that. We tried to get greedy, tried to come back. Nigga failed. Nigga, one of the homies got shot and shit, so we had to turn back around. So yeah, man. Definitely excited to see what happens next week. We might either continue selling, or we might just be coming to take out this low and then push higher. So who knows? Uh, but yeah, I just wanted to update y'all on that real quick. Yeah, man. If y'all like the video, it's a pretty long video. I was kind of repetitive a little bit, but if you do like the video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, and it's your boy Tay Trades, man. It's your boy Tate Trades, man, and I'm coming with my third video, or I'm gonna just say I'm coming with a video with you guys for you guys. Uh, Essentially, this account is going to be my trading account, showing you guys my trade, showing you guys my journey of uh, passing this funded challenge. I currently have a 25K challenge, so I'm gonna just be broadcasting and recording my trades, posting them, showing y'all just how I trade, giving y'all some knowledge about sight when it comes to trading, etc. Man, but definitely gonna start recording, and this is just something to keep me accountable to, keep me on my toes, keep me sharp, keep me focused, keep me disciplined and consistent, man. So, without further ado, let's get into the video, man. Once again, it's your boy Tay Trades, man. Once again, it's your boy Tay Trades, man. Once again, it's your boy Tay Trades, man. All right, let's get to it, man. Enough of that. Enough of the shenanigans. All right, so proof, right? Here go my account currently in drawdown, as you can see, 24.6, right? So I'm down about 320 or something, $319, something like that. Yeah, 319 bucks. Uh, Now let's go over this. So I took a couple of trades already. I could have been in profit a lot bit better, but I think I said that incorrectly, like a mother clucker. But anyways, um, so let's just go over the trade. So first trade that was a buy setup loss. Then we made it back, sell. EA. I'm gonna show you all these two trades and then explain those two trades. Wi-Fi is acting up. Explain those trades, and then these are some of the trades I took later on this week, and I lost. And so yeah, I'm done with the trading week. And I'm also show y'all some trades that I was looking at, and I wish that I would have had the patience to wait on, because then I would have caught them. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, this is the first trade, the second trade that I took on the funded account. So, as you can see, Euro Aussie was bearish, right, and then lately we've been bullish. All right, so we're trending upwards, and we took out this important lower high here. All right, so we took out this high, filled the close below, and we left behind a daily fair value gap. So that's what I was looking for. The initial sale was to catch a sale to this daily low here, uh, within EA filling the gap. So that was my first price target. All right, so we go down to the 4 hour. Just explain the trade. So I took a buy setup, right? I took a buy setup somewhere around here, and I'm gonna tell it like it is, bro. Usually, I was already looking for a sale once again, which is why I just explained that I was looking for a sale. But I have a tendency of switching my bias. I've done it plenty of times, but that's why you have to have rules in place and a certain amount of trades in place. And so I'm gonna tell y'all mine. My rules consist of 3 trades a week, and that's it. I only risk $100 a trade. I got a 25K account, so 10% of that. With Alpha Trader, you actually get 11%, so 2750. So 2500, 2750. I got 2750 to trade with. I risk $100 a trade, 3 trades a week, and that's just how it go, right? So even if I do make mistakes, I still have other trades to make it up, right? And so the trades that I'm going to show you guys as well, and prices pushing back up. I'm not in those 2 trades, but I'm explaining those trades that I could have caught. One would have been a for sure buy. One would have been for sure success. The other one looks like it might have been a loss. But without further ado, let's get into it. So here we are over here. We'll just do a quick kind of back, backtracking my trades. My Wi-Fi can come on. All right, so as you can see, we took a buy setup here, and let's see close positions. Yeah, so we took a buy. Entry price was 163.047. All right, somewhere around here, 163.047. For some reason, I decided to buy 047. So somewhere around here. What time was it? About 5:12. I got in for that buy around 5:12 and 5:12. So let's go to the hourly real quick. Maybe even a 15-minute. Okay. Yeah, the trade would have been an L. So yeah, for some reason I took a trade about 512, probably somewhere around here. 17 is 5. What day was that? The ninth. Ninth of 5/17. So the ninth around 5 o'clock. So this is the morning time. And it says 17. So yeah, I took a buy setup right before I took a sell setup, basically. Yeah, 5/17. So somewhere around here, don't gotta be perfect. I'm pretty sure my stop loss was probably either right here, probably right here, or right here. And which means my price target was probably this previous high here. Yeah, so that's probably what I was aiming for. Definitely price coming here. But once again, I should have just stuck to my previous bias, which was the sell, right? We had already ran buy side here. If we go out to the 4 hour. So I'm telling y'all why this trade wouldn't have worked out and why it didn't work out. It's because that was essentially where I was looking to take price, take my profit at. And let me slow down. This is my like first time ever recording, so I am kind of going quick. But yeah, so price did reject this area, and then I was thinking, okay, maybe possibly price can come here, but we had that higher time frame fair value gap plus the sell side, so price definitely wanted to go there first, right? So that's why that trade was wrong. So let's get into the correct trade, which I did ended up winning, as you can see here. Profit 189, net profit 182. They got their chump change. So essentially, let's get into the trade. So once again, I was looking for a price to get to that daily sell side, which lined up with this 4 hour low, right? So here go the 4 hour low here. Let's get rid of this extra stuff real quick. Boom. Uh, that's cool. So price took out this high here, like I explained earlier. This is a major liquidity pool, major breakup structure, right? Didn't close above, but major pool. So the same low is the daily candlestick, the bottom of the wick that was going to create the other end, the higher end of that fair value gap. So that's definitely a strong target, a strong target for taking profit. So that's what I was looking for in the first place. But I ended up changing my bias, lost the trade, got it right the next time, right? I had to get bumped on the head first before I got it right. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let me explain the trade. So as you can see, uh, like I said, price ran high, and then we kind of rejected taking out this low, right? So price pulled back, we had this nice sell off. Price pulled back. A lot of people got in for the sale. Price faked out the wick, wicked us, failed to take out this low, ran the buy side here, took out everybody who sold here, right? And then that's where my time to get in was at. So I was waiting for lower time frame confirmation. So let's go down to, I think it popped up on it. Let's see. Usually I get in on the 15 minute or the 5 minute, sometimes as low as the 2 minute and 3 minute. Rarely the 1 minute. So okay, yeah, 15 minute time frame, it gave us that fair value gap. Here we go, right? So after price ran this high, it gave in that fair value gap change structure, took out this low. That's a signature that I look for. So I do trade ICT concepts. I'm not deep into it. I just essentially trade fair value gaps, and I look for those change of structures, structural shifts as confirmations, waiting for it to trade back into the fair value gap. And I'm trading from fair value gaps to fair value gaps. So I'm trading from fair value gaps to old lows and old highs. I just kind of keep it simple, right? I'm not super duper like into it. That's just kind of what, from my understanding, I like to trade fair value gaps and keeping it simple as trading the old highs and lows, because I understand once you like understand where liquidity sits, where it's at, what are you aiming for, where your entry is, what your strategy is, what is it that you're looking for, where your entries are gonna be at. That's it, right? So once again, I just look for first making sure that the trend is on point, looking for fair value gaps, looking for price to either trade into those gaps or trade from those gaps and go on a lower time frame looking for those structural shifts that leaves behind the fair value gap as confirmation, and then I just get in, right? So in this case, I was waiting for price to give me that fair value gap. He gave it to me on the 15th, so that was perfect. Uh, and price pulled down, failed to close below this low. So I knew price was going to push up. I didn't pull just yet because I was watching price first. I like to see, because what I'll do is I'll either get in on this fair value gap, or once it closes below here, if it gives me a fair value gap, it trades back into it, I get in, right? So that'll either be the first entry, second entry after taking out that low. It pulls back, second entry, that'll be two entries or one. So in this case, price failed to close below, pushed back up, started consolidating, so I pulled. Stop loss, of course, up here. And yeah, it shot all the way down here. And when it got to like right here, I closed about, when it got to there, I closed about 90%. So that's where you see this right here. I closed about 90% of my profits. And where I messed up at is you start seeing these small losses, right? $40, $30, right? So I didn't over risk when I tried to catch the pullback. I didn't try to risk another $100, etc. To try to make more money, right? So I just went in low, and we lost those trades, but I did take one too many trades within that. Gave back some of those profits, right? So once again, price got down here, and I took 90%. And the reason why I was getting back in was because I figured, okay, price wanted to take out the sell side here. I mean, this buy side here first, and then push lower, which sometimes it does and sometimes it don't, right? So the market does whatever it wants, right? So that's why we just keep our risk intact. But that's where I essentially got back in at. As you can see, price rejected it and it started moving lower. And if we go to the entries, right, 917, wait, no, 416 and 526, it's the same price. See, the 427, somewhere in this area. So I pulled somewhere around here. And the 6 or 5, I pulled somewhere around here. Stop loss was up here, right, at 710. Just showing y'all this for proof. Should show y'all the stop loss as well. And maybe it won't. 254, 62, 63, 162, 54. So I probably moved my stop loss. Um, it doesn't say 710, but essentially that's where I put my stop loss at right here. I'm telling you because I know this. I know where I put my stop losses for my trade, right? So we got in here. I put my stop loss above this high here. And we know it was in profit a little bit floating, and then price continued to do whatever the F it wanted to do, right? So it started pushing up. But in the meantime, I took extra trades trying to catch the pullback. And then essentially with the initial trade, I did move my stop loss to here. And so that's when it closed me out for that $13, which you will see right here. Closed me out for $13. That was that last 0.10%. So I closed 90% and I left 10% running. And that 10% closed when it tapped here. And yeah, so essentially what I should have did was I should have just not taken the extra trades, and then just let price just continue to play out. And I shouldn't have moved my stop loss because then I would have made that extra. I think it was like $47, right? So the total profit would have been about $220 for the trade, 232, something like that. It says a 1 or 3, but once you get caught up in the spread, it's not as perfect as this. All right, so spread probably got me in somewhere down here a little bit, right? And yeah, so that was the first trade. That's how that first week went. And I think I took some more trades as well for that 10. I probably took one more trade on EA, tried to get another sell. Ended up losing that trade as well. So that was all last week. So essentially, I gave back everything. Uh, and I was sitting a little bit under break even. I wasn't too far under break even. Now the next week, the 14th, you see these trades here. I took my 3 trades. So which is this week? Next week is this week, the 14th. I took trades early Sunday. I believe the 14th is Sunday, and I lost all 3, as you can see. 114, 52, and 87. So that should be about under $300. Like I say, $300. So 80 and 5 is what, 140 plus 100, 240 plus extra $14. So like I said, I keep my risk, try to keep my risk under 300 bucks a week. And yeah, so I had to sit back and watch these two trades. And I'll show y'all these trades too. Okay, so we got AC. All right, so let's go out. Let's go to 1400. Let's go to the daily chart and let's zoom out. So I'm gonna just show y'all the trades. And the thing about, I'm gonna show y'all my pairs. So my main pairs are EA and AC. I just added EU not too long ago. I just re-added EU. EU is one of the trades that I used to, one of the pairs I used to trade before trading EA and AC. I've been trading EU for since the beginning of time. Ever since I started trading, which is about 4 years ago, I was always trading EU. I've traded EJ before I've traded EA. So these are kind of like some old buddies that pop back up, man. I went to go reunite with and see if we can make some money together. You know what I'm saying? See if they willing to make me some money, man. So, but yeah, I've been trading EA too now. EA is my main pair. I love EA, AC. Now the thing with EA and AC, right? So one thing I love about this duo, that I call them the dynamic duo, is they have a negative correlation. So if I'm buying EA, most likely I'm selling AC and vice versa, right? So, and just to show y'all that real quick, as y'all can see here, let's go, let's press this. Boom. So as y'all can see, price was selling, and then now we're reversing back up. The same is on AC, just in a negative correlation. Right, so what's more perfect than having two pairs that negatively correlate, right? If I'm selling one, I can buy the other. I feel like that's kind of perfect, right? So as y'all can see, the same thing. It was bullish, then it took out. Same thing. It's not 100% in negative. The correlation in the price action isn't 100% in sync, but it's similar, right? It took out this low, pushed up, and then now it's selling again. All right, same thing. Just to show y'all one more time, the correlation is negative, so that's that's something that I like about those two pairs, which is why I really just trade those two. All right, so yeah, once again, negative correlation. Boom. All right, so let's get into the AC trade, and I'm pretty sure I have it marked already. So let's go to the daily, which we are already on the daily. And man, I missed all of this. I missed everything, man. In this market, bro, you have to be patient, man. You have to be patient and you gotta stick to your rules. Uh, so this week I missed out on possibly going 1 for 1 because I took trades early within the week. All right, so here we go. Let's just show y'all AC real quick. The buy setup I took. All right, as y'all can see, AC buy. Right, where I lost. And here we go. Here, I believe this is it. So try to catch this buy setup. We had price push up, and was trying to catch this buy setup, right? So we had the fair value gap here, looking for the price to trade into it. It started rejecting, and let's see. Let's go to the 15-minute. Yeah, so price started rejecting, right? Filled this gap, even tapped into this gap for the second time. Rejected, started kind of consolidating, pushed up, filled, ran down. And before, like, this is what kind of caught me, right? So price was looking very strong on this right here. So I was watching this candlestick live, and it was looking very strong. I think I got in right here, right? So it pushed up, and it was kind of rejecting, showing me those lows, boom, rejecting, and once again. So I'm like, all right, cool. Now I should have thought, okay, maybe price is just gonna tap here first and then continue lower. Because even then, it didn't get to where I was trying to take profit, so it sold off. Now, if I was thinking about the bearish point of view, then I would have caught to sell some of. Then here, stop loss would have been up here, and possibly could have been looking to take out this low here. But yeah, so that was the buy setup. I got in to buy somewhere around here. Stop loss was actually it went away. I remember. So I got in somewhere around there. This can load. Yeah, I got in somewhere around here. Stop loss was here. Price, as you can see, we were in profit a little bit, floating profit a little bit, and then it closed here, and then took us out, and then pushed higher, and then as you can see, started to sell lower. So that's how I lost that first trade on AC. I tried to sell EA one time, lost. Tried to buy, as you can see, negatively correlated, right? As I sell one, I'm looking to buy the other. I just had the direction incorrect, which is why I ended up losing. And yeah, so then I tried to buy EU, and I'll show you guys that trade real quick. So I took these trades too early. Honestly, I was kind of anxious too. It was early Sunday. Thought I saw a trade, and I just wanted to take it. But it's okay, right? That's why we got rules in place, so that even when we do make mistakes, because the market does what it wants. You know what I'm saying? We have to abide by those rules. So, like I said, I'm gonna show you guys two trades that I just watched happen. One would have been successful, and looks like the second one would have been lost. But I didn't take them in real life, or at least on my account, because once again, I've already taken my three trades for the week. I wasn't patient. I took all three trades early in the week. I no longer can trade, no matter what. That's the rule. I have to stick to it, right? Because if you don't stick to your rules, then you're not being disciplined, and whether you win or not, it's not a good habit, right? It's like being rewarded for bad behavior. Uh, you don't want to, you definitely don't want to, go against your rules. You got to stick to it. Been doing this for 4 years, and I've I've been through that, right? Taking trades when I was supposed to, and I won. So then weeks ahead, or weeks later, or next week, didn't abide by my rules. Thought I could take the trade, and then I lost, right? So I won this week, regardless of losing, because I stuck to my rules, right? So the more that I continue to stay disciplined, the more that my ass will be saved, right? So I just had to sit back and watch it. That's the consequence. So here go a EU, right? So let's go out and let's explain this EU trade real quick. All right. So as you can see, price made this low high, tap this fair value gap, move lower. I was looking for price to run out this low, right? But we had this big rejection right here. Big rejection, kind of gave a doji. So I figured maybe price wanted to run this high first. Catch price run that high before moving lower. All right. Excuse me. So let's go down to the 4 hour. As you can see, we were kind of rejecting. All right, price pushed up. This is probably a news candle, depending on the wick. Big close here, then big push. Let's fell into attempt to take out this high. So I figured maybe price wanted to move down to this fair value gap we had here. Once again, I should have stuck to the sales because obviously it's respecting this high. And I should have noticed that and thought, okay, maybe we need to start selling higher, right? Price doesn't want to take out this high, right? Because if price wants to take out a high, it will, right? Nothing will stop it from doing so. All right, so obviously that was a sell that this area of resistance is being respected, and it didn't click to me, which is okay, right? We don't know what the market is going to do. That's why we keep our risk intact, and we keep rules out as of how much risk we're going to allow ourselves to partake in during the week, and after that, it is what it is, right? So, that being said, we had a fair value gap right here, and as you can see, when it tapped that fair value gap, it kind of gave us a bullish push off, and I seen that as confirmation for my trade to push higher, and we got wiped out. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So here we go. I scaled down to the 15-minute time frame, and this is what got me right. So we put in this low here, kind of ran that liquidity, which I was looking for. I put in a swing low, which is basically a lower high here, a low high to the left, and a low high to the right with this wick here. So that's a swing low, right? Boom, boom, boom. Swing low. Had this big push, gave us the fair value gap, failed to close up. I should have saw that as a selling sign, but I got in, and price definitely gave us kind of like a evening star pattern. I don't really trade the patterns no more, the candlestick patterns, but I still look out for them. Kind of give us like an evening star pattern, and and then just took us out, pushed up, kept on selling. So yeah, I do. Like I said, I probably was looking for sales anyways, but I figured price wanted to, since it rejected this area, I figured price wanted to take out the buy side here and then move lower, right? And so in this case, I was wrong about my bias, right? That happens in the market, right? And you have to kind of take that out, right? You have to not care about being right because it's egotistical. In this market, you'll get murdered being egotistical, thinking you right. Because sometimes you'll be right, sometimes you will, and sometimes you're gonna be wrong. So you gotta just keep your risk intact and move on from each trade, right? Every trade is different. Every trade is unique. In this case, I was wrong. It is what it is, right? Who cares? Uh, so yeah, that was basically my three trades that I took this week early, but then this week lost. And so no more trades this week. Definitely excited for next week. And yeah, let's see what happens next week. Now let me show y'all these two trades that I had to watch. That I'm currently watching, and the other one that I watched that I missed out on. It was imperfect, right? So let's get into it. Actually, I can just do this. Boom. All right, so as y'all can see, price is bullish. We already tapped into that daily fair value gap, right? So the next liquidity will definitely be this high on the higher time frame. The next easier price target, intraday price target is this high, right? Price wants to eventually take out this high since we're bullish. And I'll explain why the second trade didn't work and why you'll understand. I'll explain why it doesn't work, right? So I'll get into it, but let's break down the first trade. So we're bullish, right? We're looking for uh, definitely looking for buy setups, right? The price can still push down. I don't know. The trade isn't over with until the stop loss gets hit. The price can do whatever it wants. Maybe this trade might still work. Maybe it won't. Who knows? Now let's get into it. So the first trade was the buy setup. So here we go. We took out the high, kind of put in the swing high right here, right? So we got the change of structure here, left behind the fair value gap, right? And then we took out this low here. So this was a draw. This took out sell side, right? This is a low, and then we have the 1 minute, the 1 hour fair value gap, which is what I was looking for price to tap into, and then look for the buy setup higher, right? So, but in the meantime, between time, and this how you know when it comes to trading, a lot of people expected that, right? So, because the market basically is showing you that that's what other traders are thinking, right? So, we have fair value gap here, all right? We have this low here, sell side here, and we ran the high. Fair value gap confirmation 1 hour. So I was looking for price, right? So this is my mindset as I was watching this. Price was taking out this low. I still wanted to see this low get taken because we got the fair value gap below, but we just took out this low. Now, and instead of me waiting for price to come tap this gap, which is actually here go the 1 hour, and then we have a 15 minute. You can buy to it, right? So that's what I essentially do. I'll also buy to the gap and then sell from the gap, right? So that's kind of how my strategy works too as well. I have plenty of trades showing that. I can show y'all my Notion. My Notion is full of trades, right? Of me doing such things. So here we go to change the structure. So this is a very, very important draw. Like this is a very, very uh, demanding pull on price, right? Change of structure. This is like a 15-minute higher time frame shift. We had this nice shift. We took out this low fair value gap. So price is gonna retap that and then look for the sell. But in the meantime, in between time, I wanted to catch the buy to this. Right now, my stop loss, my take profit was actually here, which is congruent with this low here. But I wasn't looking to target this low. I was looking to target this. All right, I'm back. Back with the video. It kind of shut off on me. I only had 30 minutes before it cut off. So let's get back to it. So like I was saying, was looking for price to get here, so I wanted to catch the trade here. So let's break down. Let's go to the lower time frame, and I'll explain why I took the trade. Right. So as you can see, and I took it paper trading on here. I didn't take it on my live account. I paper traded it because once again, took my 3 trades, so I can't take any other trades. Would have been perfect too, man. So as you can see, we put in a low here, price pushed up, and then we ran the low, right? Ran the low, and then kind of put in like a swing low a little bit, and it pushed up and left behind a fair value gap. Let's see on I think the 3 minute time frame for sure. Yeah. So here we go. Left a fair value gap, right? Kind of gave us that change of trend. Boom, boom, ran the low, ran this high, left behind 2 fair value gaps, one right here, one right here. And since it's a lower time frame, I wouldn't have taken this one because you got another one right below. It's easy to just come tap into this and move higher. So that's where essentially where I would have got in at if this was live. My my entry would have been here right under this low, stop loss right here, as you can see. And yeah, so my entry would have probably been on this the first candlestick, right? As soon as it tapped, I would have got in, whether it would have been through market or through pending. I would have got in there, stop loss here. As you can see, taps into that fair value gap, consolidates a bit, and then shoots higher. News probably came out, but the trade would have been perfect. Clean 103, 3.82. Probably been like a 3.5 given the spread in real life. Probably wouldn't have got me in so clean and probably would have got in up here anyway. So probably like a 103.5. Great risk, right? So had to sit back on that trade, watch it go through, and it was just flawless. And this is not, it doesn't hurt. A lot of people might think, man, why didn't you take the trade? Once again, I got to stay disciplined. And then a lot of people might think, man, you had to sit through and watch that trade. I know they had to hurt. Actually, it don't because I've been doing this for 4 years. Like, you don't know how many trades, how many times I've just sat there and watched trades happen. I've done it. I've been doing this for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? I've watched so many trades go by. I've broken my rules and I had to watch trades happen. Like, I've had plenty of moments where, like I did this week, market opened early. I took early trades. I overtraded, over risk, and I was like, okay, I'm done for the week, right? And then come Wednesday, come Tuesday, Wednesday, right? And I see that trade and I would want to take it, and then I'll be like, nope, I ain't gonna take it because I will be breaking my rules, right? Or I had already finally blew my account. It's been times where I was right at the edge of blowing my account, took the wrong trades, and then I blew my account, and then I just had to wait. And then the trades that I was looking for, waiting to anticipate to happen, it happened, and I just had to sit and watch it. So at a point now, it doesn't even affect me no more. You have to understand, after a while, you have to understand that, you know what I'm saying, there's so many weeks within a year, right? So many trading weeks. You got so many months to trade, so many weeks to trade, so many days to trade. It's always going to be another trade around the corner. It's always another one coming. So who cares if I miss one? It's like catching a bus. If you miss the bus, just know another one coming 15 minutes later. So it's the same thing with trading, right? So we can't be too emotionally attached to each and every trade. It's always more coming. So it is what it is, right? So endless opportunity in this market. So it is what it is, man. Doesn't hurt at all. So if I would have been patient, I would have caught this trade. We would have went 1 for 2. No, we would have went 1 for 1. I took 3 trades already. So, but in the sense that if I would have just waited, this would have been my first trade. If I would have waited, I instead of taking those earlier trades, if I could have waited, because like I said, when I took those trades, it was like right after market open. It was Sunday. And one reason sometimes I trade on Sunday because I've caught trades on Sunday that worked out, right? And so it all just depends on market conditions and where prices actually at. And yeah, I took my trades early. It is what it is. But if I didn't, I would have caught this trade. Would have been perfect, and this would have been the second trade that I would have been in. And right now, it's kind of consolidating, right? So as you can see, now that price has tapped into this fair value gap, it's rejected, right? Big rejection. Opened up, pushed lower, then pushed higher, closed here. right? And then, but as you can see, it's closing higher and higher every time. We got 25 minutes left. Now it's closing higher, and the wicks are getting shorter, right? Bigger wick, smaller wick, smaller wick. So, uh, who knows, bro? Price can do anything. That might mean nothing. Price can literally shoot back down, or it can finally break through, shoot up. So, this would have been the second trade that I would have been in for the week, and yeah, 4 hours left. We got about this a 4 hour candlestick. Got about an hour and 25 minutes left. Now I'm gonna explain why this trade doesn't have to work. This one. I'm gonna explain why this trade doesn't have to work. Right. I get this trade. I know why, because I want to see it tap this 1 hour gap, but it doesn't have to. And once again, I'm about to explain why. Wrong reason. First reason, we already took out sell side here. All right, let's mark it. Sell side. We already taken out sell side liquidity. So basically, I trade ICT a little bit. I'm not deep into this stuff, but how I understand is, once you find out where liquidity stands, what is liquidity, what to look for, fair value gaps, that's all I trade. Liquidity is nothing but all highs and lows, and then I look for inefficiencies, aka fair value gaps, to either trade into or trade from, right? So it's just that simple. And my price targets, once again, are fair value gaps or all highs and lows, which is aka sell side, right? Sell side or buy side. Or low, sell side, or highs, buy side. That's essentially what I trade. That's my strategy. Can't get no more simpler than that. And I'll just look for those change of structures, structural shifts, change of trend, however you want to call it, however you want to say it. Look for those in a lower time frame. Wait for that fair value gap. Get in on fair value gap, and let the trade play out. So now, if I was in this trade, I would tell you why it could and why it can't work out. It could work out because maybe price wants to now run, and this is why it's probably going to not play out more than it will, but also why it could, right? It's double edged, right? So it could take out this low because one, even though it took out sell side here, after taking out sell side, this is the new low, but price has now tapped into this fair value gap, so now it has filled in an inefficiency. So where can price head to next? It can now come take out this new sell side liquidity, right? There's now sales out here because price is taking out this low. Obviously, to people will think it want to continue to sell, right? So now this is new sell side. So this can be a target, right? And on the other end, right, and it'll also be filling in another fair value gap, which is what I was looking for, and it looks like we just might, which is also what I was looking for, and then looking for the buy confirmation to buy higher. And my first uh, profit target would be this high here, right? Because now this is buy side. So this is all ahead of time. This is now buy side here, unless we take it. This is now buy side. This is sell side. And it looks like price is about to get ready. And man, I'm missing this two trades, bro. Oh my god. You gotta love trading. You gotta love it, bro. Now, I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't have to work though, which I said 10 minutes ago. But anyways, we have a 4 hour fair value gap here, which has already been filled. So even if we don't take out this low, after price took out buy side here, this is the old 4 hour high, we took it out. The next place for price to go is to fill in this inefficiency, which we have now done. We have now filled in this inefficiency. So price necessarily doesn't have to take out the sell side unless it just wants to, right? If it wants to run sell side, probably gonna wick, not close. Hopefully, if it doesn't close below, if it does close below, it could keep pushing lower. If it respects that sell side and it wicks and closes above, well, no, that was definitely a liquidity grab, and price will be looking to move higher to then take out this buy side, right? This is a higher time frame target, 4 hours, because price can start consolidating within this range, within this low and this high. So I wouldn't necessarily go for this because that's like a swing trade. And today is already Wednesday. We do still have Thursday and Friday. So hopefully it doesn't take out this high so I can catch a trade next week to take out this high. But once again, price can do what it wants. Uh, So it's looking like we might take out the sell side, but that would be why this trade would not work because it already filled in this 4 hour fair value gap, filled it in, took out some internal liquidity, which was this low here. It's kind of internal, right? It's within this range, so it's internal liquidity, right? We got this move high, low, high, ran it. This is an internal liquidity. This is an internal low, right? This is higher high and higher low within a higher high, higher time frame, higher high, higher low. All right, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. I mean, higher low, higher high. I'm sorry. Uh, I know I need to slow down a bit, right? So that's why we call this internal liquidity, right? Because it's internal structure inside of higher time frame structure. So it took out internal liquidity low, and then also filled in a 4 hour gap. So it doesn't necessarily have to touch this. We hope that it will because got sell side here. So now we have the reason why this trade might work is because we still have this 1 hour fair value gap here that hasn't been tapped, and 2, we got sell side here, right? Big sales, tap into the fair value gap. Now let's come take sell side for everybody that decided to buy, hoping to sell here. They're gonna now get wiped out, right? Which is essentially what I mean by sell side, right? Sell side because there's stop losses here. Not only are there stop losses here, but also if price closes below here, then people will think price is trying to sell because then there will be a lower low, right? You got price structure, right? You have low, high, higher low, lower high, and then lower low if it takes out this, right? Internal range, that's internal structure, right? We still got this. So price can do that, right? Price can literally come run this low, not close below this low, or close below this low and still push up, right? Because it's internal structure within this range. So yeah. So that's why it's no matter what, we don't know what price is gonna do. So we just always manage our risk, bro. That's the part of the game. We're risking. So we just keep our risk intact and you can win in this market. So uh, it is what it is. But as y'all can see this live, this is live. I wish I can be in this trade, but I can't, which is okay. It is what it is. But look at it, prices pushing down, man. That's lovely, bro. And I'm glad that this is happening live and I'm explaining this live, so nobody can be like, "Oh, this is aftermath." You know what I'm saying? You saw aftermath. No, I just explained it to you why it would work and why it won't, and yeah, for everybody to see. And I wouldn't when price pushes up here. Let's see if we can find a fair value gap or something as to why it probably pushed up. Honestly, nobody knows why. It's probably something on the 1 minute. Maybe it's not. You know what I'm saying? Price really just does whatever it wants to do. Sometimes you just won't never have a reason. That's for why price does everything. I know we wish we can just always know why price does what it does. There's a fair value gap here. They're filling that fair value gap more. And I was pushing lower. I wouldn't have taken this trade though. Nah, because I would already been in one. This could have been my third trade. First entry here, pulls back. If I was scaling for real, sometimes I don't really want to do too much, right? Boom, push down, boom. I probably would not have taken this trade after push back. Kind of reject. No fair value gaps. So yeah. So I keep y'all updated. Go to the 15-minute time frame. Got a fair value gap here. Could push off after that. So who knows what he is gonna do. But that's the end of my video. Hope y'all liked it. It's your boy Tay Trades, and I'm out. Peace.